Okay, so we were doing, we were writing a context variable here. So if I'm writing is like trigger dot is before, and parallelly what I'm trying to do here. So I'm writing or trigger dot is update, is insert or is update, or we can say here, so that we can copy here and we can say and trigger dot is insert, trigger dot is before, or trigger dot is after, we can say after, something like this. Or if you want, like if you want to write like this only, so we can write like this as well. So why we are doing all these things? Because it will tell us, so trigger dot is before, are we doing before before event, or and are we doing before and insert event, like before and insert, are we doing this thing, or are we doing this thing like before and is, sorry, not is after, so is update, are we doing is update? After that, if you want to say after insert, so let's say I want to perform this action, like below action, I want to perform this one, or else we can add here. So if this thing, okay, I want to start from here and I want to close, okay, something like this, and I want to close this bracket here, okay, so something like this I'm doing. So now we are doing like this only. So now what it is saying, we are not before, it is after insert. So Kumar, you are asking now, so how will we get to know?
Yep.
Right. So now we can segregate the different events with the help of context variable. So this is my is after, if someone will ask you what is context variable in trigger and what is the benefit of that, so you can easily reply now, right? So it is help us to segregate the events, so that time we can get to know which events we are performing now. It's a after, is insert, is before, is update, is delete, is undelete, whatever we are doing. Okay, so it is before now. So previously what we are trying to do here, so we were writing something like this, so let's do like this, because we are not doing any DML operation here. So what I'm trying to do here, so let me just add, so contact con dot phone is equal to before insert before insert phone number. Okay, so here what can we do? It is updating, it will be created, no worry. So here what can we do here? So let me just remove this or condition. Let me remove this thing, and we can add one more if condition here, one more context variable, because in case of this, in case of insertion, we want to perform many other things. In case of updation, we want to perform many other things. Let me copy the things inside this and write if condition here. Okay, so I can say here after update phone number. You are getting it, what I'm trying to do, right? It is in case of update, it is in case of insert and all. Okay, so what it is showing the error, so it's a cone. Oh, sorry, it's a C, not cone. Understanding or not? Kumar?
Yeah, I see that like you're trying to write like what the code has to do it before
Right.
the update, right? Yeah.
Right. So now you can see like we don't have any like Kumar and all this one. So what I'm trying to do here, so I'm just removing this before and after. So let me just click on any of this. Let's say I'm creating Amarjeet. query any of the record in this one. So let me just save this record. Okay, so it is saying before insert phone number, before insert phone number. Because why? Because we are performing is insert. If I will update same record, and let me just check account record as well. Where is my account? So recently viewed, recently created. It is Kumar SFDC, right? It is also created Kumar SFDC, because at the same time insert, after insert is also working, right? After insert is also working, before insert is also working, right? So now what I'm trying to do here, so is before is update. Okay, is before is update. So it means on the single object, if you are doing the update update DM like events. Okay, so let me just go there, contact object. So this is my this one. So let me just like it was like this only. So I'm doing nothing, so I'm just saving this record. It is showing before, after, now after update phone number. Got it or not?
Yes. मतलब एक साथ में अपन दो प्रोजेक्ट पे काम कर सकते हैं मतलब.
हाँ एक दो पे नहीं, मल्टीपल पे, दो से ज्यादा पे भी. Okay, so now what we are trying, what can we do here? So now we are performing operations like this. It seems not like if I have some complex logic, if I'm writing each and everything in this one only, so that is not a good way, right? So what should we do now? So what can we do here? So we need to write a helper class for that. It's a handler class. It's a Apex class only. We should write a Apex class, and we need to write all this complex logic in the Apex class. We need to remove all this logic in the Apex class, and that all these things we will bring that method. We will call that method in case of trigger only, because we cannot create any trigger in case of, we cannot create any method in case of trigger. We can create a method in case of Apex class. Let me just create a helper class for that. So what is the best way to create that one? This is my trigger name. So let me go to Apex class. So we can say it's a trigger helper. So that time we'll get to know this is a helper class for this trigger. So now what can we do here? So we'll write to public static. It should be static method. So it can be like void, whatever you want to say, void, and like trigger insert helper before trigger insert helper, something like this. Okay, so now how can we call this method in case of trigger? So you know what is trigger.new? Kumar, tell me what is trigger.new? What it returns? It returns a list of new records, right?
Yeah, we just saw that, right? Yeah.
List of new records. On which object it will, like it will return the list of contact new records, right?
Yeah.
So if I will write list of contact here, and here something like can say like C list or C contact list, con list, something like this. I'm writing like this. And if I will call this method, so you know static method always be called with the Apex class name, not an instance of the Apex class. So what can we do here? So I will remove all this logic. So first let me just add dot is a class name, method name, dot method name. Inside this I will write trigger.new, and let me remove this thing. Okay, so this is my help. This is my Apex class which I'm creating now. So we can do like this as well, right? Because it is returning a list of new records. It is returning a not new old. It is returning a list of records only. Understand like this. So we have more than one records in this one, and in this list as well we can have more than one records, right? So whatever things we are passing here, let's say one record we are inserting, we are getting one records here. जब भी हम एक रिकॉर्ड को इंसर्ट कर रहे हैं डेटाबेस में, हमको एक रिकॉर्ड यहाँ मिल जा रहा है. तो एक रिकॉर्ड हमारा हेल्पर क्लास ये कॉल हो रखा है, अपेक्स क्लास ये कॉल हो रखा है, इसका मेथड ये कॉल हो रखा है, ये अपेक्स क्लास है, इसका मेथड ये है. अब इस मेथड के अंदर में मैंने क्या पास कर रखा है, लिस्ट ऑफ न्यू रिकॉर्ड्स. ये भी हमारे दो राउंड ब्रेसेस है, मतलब देखो दो ब्रैकेट है, अब इसके अंदर ही मैंने ये पास रखा है, अब इसके अंदर ही मैंने पास रखा, बात सेम है ना? हाँ. So now what can we do here? So whatever logic we had previously here, so this logic we had. So let me just let me just cut this one. Let me just paste here. And this phone list instead of trigger.new, because indirectly we are getting, not directly, indirectly we are getting trigger.new in this one. Trigger.new we are getting in this one. So let me just save this one. Let me just show you. So how can we do this thing? So it is showing before insert phone number. So let me just clone this one. So let me just save this one. Duplicate record is detected. DML insert field. So where DML insert field? Okay. Why we are getting this error? Because in case of account, we cannot insert the duplicate records. We cannot insert the duplicate because Kumar SFDC is created. So if I'll create one more Kumar SFDC manually, so it will throw an error message because duplicate rules I implemented there. So if I'll create like this, so it won't show us, save us to create a record. So like it is a duplicate like rule where we implemented. So that's why it is showing duplicate detected. Okay. So let me do one thing here. So let me just comment this line. So now we get it. So it is saying before insert phone number. So it is saying before insert phone number. If I'm updating this one, it is saying after insert phone number, after update phone number, right? It is working fine because even we have removed all this logic in this helper class as well. So if I want to perform this thing, if I want to perform updation, so what can we do here? We can say before trigger update helper, and I can say after insert phone number. Okay, after update phone number, something like this. Plus, let's say something like this. I'm saying 111, something like this. I'm saying. Okay, in this one, let me just copy this thing and let me just remove these things. Okay, and what's the method name is? This is my method name. I'm putting this method name here. So same way it will work smoothly as well. Okay, so if I'll create new records, let me remove everything here. So I'm creating new records on contact object. It is showing before insert phone number. If I'm updating this thing, it will show too large. Okay, it's a too large. So let me remove it because it is not supporting that much of characters. Let me just try to save this one now. It is showing after update phone number 111 from the Apex class, not from trigger, but from trigger Apex class method. We are calling that trigger like this. Kumar, you are understanding or not?
I'm getting it. It's just basically what we used to do in the Apex class, right? You're calling in
That method
different
we are
class.
calling.
It's same concept you're using here.
Exactly. Yes, we are using this one.
Bhai, I have one doubt. In phone number, it will be a number field, no? So
No,
we are
no,
giving
phone
text.
number. Phone number is not a number. Phone number is a string.
String. Okay.
Phone number is a string. Okay. So because
Okay.
some requirement can be like this only. Let's say IN plus, like if it is India phone number, let's say pin. So we can see like this only, +91 +91, something like this. So something like this we want to perform. Okay, so in that scenario we need some string only, even not this one. So if I want to add some +1 +91 like this, 901717, something like this. So the number is not, this is not number, plus is not number, so this minus is not phone number, right? So this is a number, so that's why it is not supporting number, it is supporting only string only. Okay, so that's why. So similarly, how can we do these things? Similarly, we'll create one more method. So that method we can perform the actions accordingly. We can use that one. Okay. Hopefully you are getting it, what I'm trying to say, right? So
Just
now,
upload the video and we go through those today evening. And whatever the doubts I have, tomorrow I will ask.
no. So this is my trigger and this is my before, after and all. So now what our requirement is, let's go to one real-time trigger only. Okay, so what our requirement is? Our requirement is on the, let me just remove duplicate rules, because if we are performing trigger on account contact object, then it will show an error message and all. So if I'll go to account, oh, no, duplicate rule. Is there any other duplicate rule as well or not? On account object. No, there. This one. Okay, so what our requirement is? Our requirement is, let's say this is my account object. In my account object, or let me remove the record type as well. Account. Okay, yeah, shit. Okay, we'll check later then, because access and all we need to remove. Okay, no worries. So what our requirement is? Our requirement is, let's say if I'm going to contact account object, in this account object I have this employee or let's say count total contacts. So if I'm writing here 20 and I'm saving this account object record, so what should be happen? So 20 contacts should be created under this account. 20 contacts should be created under this account. If I'm writing here 50, that time it should be 50 contacts should be created with same name of account name, plus it will say, okay, this contact from Nasir account, this contact from Amarjit account. If I'm writing here XYZ AAA, it will say this contact from AAA account. Got it or not? And plus it will tell like it is this account Nasir 1, this is this contact 1 is Nasir, this contact 2 is Nasir, this contact 3 is Nasir, like this. Understood or not? If I'm writing here 2, then it should create only 2 only. Business requirement समझ में आई?
What are the record types and what is the use of those things?
Record type will tell you later. So don't you record types or not? No, I'm not telling you actually record types. Don't forget about record types. What I'm trying to do here. So let's say this is my account record. So this is number field. If I'm putting any one number here, I'm saving the record. So my one contact should be created under this account.
Okay.
If I'm writing here 2 and I'm saving the record, so my 2 contacts should be created under this account. If I'm writing here 50, my 50 contacts should be created under this account. Understood or not?
Yeah.
Kumar?
Yeah. So under account, you're creating a contact. Under contact, you're creating more contacts, is it?
Under account, we are creating contact only. That is the question only.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, Kumar, there will be always a relationship between the contact and account. Okay, it will be a lookup relationship.
Okay. Yeah.
So that is our concern is. Okay. So now what can we do here? So let me just deactivate the trigger for contact object. So because we are not performing anything on the, or let me just check where do we have any trigger on account object or not. No. Like this we can deactivate, means we have a like this trigger in the database, but we are not using this one. Okay, we have deactivated this one. So let me just go to account object. So we can say number of contact triggers. We are writing on the account object, because why we are writing on the account object, why we are not going to contact object this one, because we are creating a contact object. Why we are writing on the account object? Tell me this thing. Or if I'm wrong, then tell me that, like, where should I write the trigger, on which object?
Should always write the trigger on child object, right?
No.
No.
Who is saying this thing? No.
Okay, I heard it. Okay.
No. So actually, that is a different thing. But yes. So why we are writing this thing on the account object? Because first operation where we are performing, like first operation, where we are touching first at a, like starting में किसको touch कर रहे हैं हम? Contact को, account को ही कर रहे हैं ना? Account को जा रहे हैं, account को update कर रहे हैं. Immediate action किस पे कर रहे हैं? account object पे कर रहे हैं. तो account object पे करेंगे, तब जाके मेरा contact बाद में जाएगा contact. हम पहले इस पे काम कर रहे हैं. पहले मेरा कंडीशन ये है कि जैसे मेरा account object में ये अपडेट हो, तब जाके मेरा contact create हो. Like after, first it will go there, after that it should be created like this. So मतलब पहले हम किस पे एक्शन परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं? अकाउंट पे कर रहे हैं. तो जिस पे पहले होगा तो उस पे क्या होगा? उसी पे ट्रिगर लगेगा. राइट, समझ में आया भाई?
Yep.
ओके. राहुल भाई आपको भी आया? विश्वनाथ?
यस भाई.
ओके फाइन. सो नाउ ये ट्रिगर हमने लगाया अकाउंट ऑब्जेक्ट पे. कंडीशन अपना सिंपल है, जैसे भी हमने यहाँ पे कहाँ गया मेरा अकाउंट? हाँ, अकाउंट में मेरा नंबर ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट में मैंने 1 लिखा तो मेरे 1 कॉन्टैक्ट क्रिएट होना चाहिए. 2 लिखा तो 2 होना चाहिए. 3 लिखा तो 3, 5 लिखा तो 10 लिखा. जितना भी लिख रहा हूँ उतना क्रिएट हो जाना चाहिए. ठीक है, थोड़ा इसके साथ फन भी करते हैं, लाइक 50,000 50 मिलियन समथिंग लाइक दिस करके देखते हैं. मतलब होगा नहीं क्रिएट, सो इट विल बी हैंग्ड एक्चुअली. ओके, सो नाउ लेट मी जस्ट राइट आफ्टर insert. Okay, so let me write a contact account object acc a trigger.new, and so what can we do here? So we can say requirement क्या थी अपने? number of contacts जितने मेरे हैं.
Contacts update.
हाँ,
Number of contacts.
number of contacts updates. Okay, number of contacts updates. Okay, so let me just create a set of string str set equal to new set of string. So that str set where we have now, so we'll do one thing, dot add acc.id. Okay, acc.id. So whatever account we are like adding here, so we are just performing this one. Okay, we are performing this one. So parallelly, one second, size we are getting here. So if I writing for loop here, integer I is equal to 0, And if I'm writing ACC dot number of contact, number of contacts, one second, I number of contacts plus plus contact con is equal to contact con dot last name is equal to con dot last name is equal to ACC dot name more plus we can see what we can do here. ACC like this contact plus I plus string from this one. Okay, so like this. So this contact, if one record will one like first it will run, one will become this contact one from account name means Amarjit. This contact two from let's say any other Kumar. Okay, something like this. We'll do like this only. Okay, finally, what can we do here? So we can write like we don't need to write this thing actually. We don't need to write. Yeah, we have alternatives. So let's check whether it is working or not. So we can do one thing here. Let's say list of account. And one second, there is one more thing here. Okay, so what can we do here? So we can say con dot account ID is equal to ACC dot ID. Okay, finally, if it is adding here, so we can say insert. Why we are inserting the contact? It should be like this. Con list. Getting it or not? It's a ACC list. Oh. So let me go to contact object now, account object now. So we are saying only before insert, after insert, sorry. So let me just say it's Amarjit Singh. Okay, it is not. Oh, sorry.
You need to update the contacts.
So shit. So let me just. For now, let me just write the update only. So where is number of contacts? Let's say I'm writing one. My one contact is created. So what it is saying, this contact 0 from Amarjit Singh. Okay, if I'm initializing this one from one, it will say my one record is created from this. So so now you can see like it is saying this contact, there is no space between that, right? So this contact we can write one, give one space, and from one space like this we can give one space here. Okay, so let me just update this one with 2. Okay, 2 contact is created. So first is already means created. So second is created with this contact 1 from Amarjit Singh. If I'm writing here 3, my 3 contact, like 3 contact is created now. If I'm writing here 10, it will be increased. It is 5 plus. It is 5 plus. If I'm writing here, one second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We need to reinitialize. So we'll modify our code. So let me write 1000 or 1 lakh, something like this. Okay, it will be hang, or after that it might show some heap error and all. So it is saying saving only, because we cannot, this developer edition over. So we have only 5 MB space, so we cannot perform 1 lakh. I think it's 10 lakh on 10 lakh, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god. Okay, so in this scenario, so we cannot perform this section. Okay, it is showing the error message. Not error message, like it is hanged now. It is not understanding what should I do now. Our Salesforce code is working, but it is not working. It is saying CPQ time limit exceeded. Okay. So let's say whatever data we are getting here, whatever exception we are getting it, but at the end user, we don't want to display this error message. So to overcome this issue, what can we do here? So we can write a try catch in this one. So you know what is try catch?
Oh, we can write try catch over here too.
Huh? Why we can't write? We can write
only on Visual Force.
No. We can write everywhere. Try
ट्राई
catch.
कैच एरर हैंडल करता ना
क्या भाई?
जो कोड में एरर आ रहा है उसको कैच करता ना ट्राई कैच
हाँ. So try catch will handle. Sorry. We should not write a try catch here. We should write a try catch here. अरे यार. 1 second. This should be, the try should be from here. Let me remove this one. Let me remove this one. ये क्या हो गया? 1 second. ये अपना ये हो गया.
Catch method you closed the variable exception.
Okay, so now I think it is fine. So whatever exception you will get it, so everything will be captured in this one. Okay, even like something like this we can perform. So we have one, you have one question here. Let's say you have one scenario here which you need to perform. Okay, so there is one assignment for trigger for you. So for today, I will say not any assignment, practical assignment, but yes, tomorrow I will ask you everything from the regarding trigger only. All the events you should aware. So all the type of trigger, all this context variable, trigger.new, trigger.old, trigger.old map, trigger.new map, everything you should aware by tomorrow. Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
So this is your assignment only.
Okay.
So tomorrow I will give you a practical assignment, but yeah, for today, even I will give you the like practical stuff as well, where you can see the things and where you can documentation and all. I will give you.
Thanks, man.
Okay, then we'll meet tomorrow.
Class today. Yeah.
Okay.